Hello everyone. I just received a Pardini K12 absorber air pistol from the Pardini dealer here in Switzerland to test for 1 week. And I mean this is it's like a new. I just wanted to make a case opening video before I start testing it. So the gun comes in a plastic case, which looks quite robust. It comes with a user manual. We will check this. The tools that you would need to adjust and maybe to disassembly the gun. It comes with a warning flag that indicates that the chamber is empty. Two types of adapters to fill the tubes. One is for your scuba tube, and this is for a kind of pump, it seems. Comes with a second tube. I will not open this one because I need to give it back as I got it, so I don't want to deal with packing it back. And the gun comes in this plastic bag. Like this. Here, as you can see, the dealer marked this as a test weapon, which, as this is an air gun, he can give this to anybody for testing for a certain time period without needing a license. That's why he can do this for air pistols, but he cannot do this for fire pistols actually. And this is what it comes in the box. Now we will start with the review. Before we start with the review, I can shortly introduce myself, that you can also see if it makes sense to listen my review in any way. I live in Switzerland. I'm a sport shooter. I shoot many distances, 300-meter rifle, 25-meter pistol, 50-meter pistol, and 10-meter air pistol. My highest score for air pistol is 573. And the best degree rank that I had in a competition was in Swiss National Championship. I became 5th in my age group last year. So not a professional shooter, but I think I have some confidence to talk about the air pistols. Hello everyone again. So we are back on the desk to make a desktop review of this Pardini K12 absorber air pistol. We just opened the case together. So this is the gun. Purple is not my color, but this is what was available as a test gun. So I will live with it for 1 week. Before we start with the gun, let's check the user manual a bit. User manual is quite high quality, I can say, but the characters are too small for me that I need to wear my glasses. So the user manual comes with the gun, and it contains the old sport pistols of Pardini. So the one user manual is for the air pistols, the Pardini SP sport pistol, and Pardini free pistol. So in one user manual you find all type of your Pardini sport pistol, sporting pistols, let's say. So these are the air pistols, and there's also one section for the SP sport pistols. So you can see different types of Pardini air pistols, which you can choose. The top one is the one that we will be reviewing. This is a full-size absorber. This is a compact size absorber. And these are the basic ones. Again, full-size and compact size basics. Basic means that it doesn't have this absorber system in it. The user manual comes in 3 languages. Italian, English, and German. English and German are relevant for me, but we will continue with the English parts for this video. So there's a warning at the first page. I think I need to read this, which is might be interesting for some of you. do not use felt pellets to clean the K12 barrel. So the things that you put in your barrel, small cotton cylinders, and then you shoot, it says that don't use them to clean your barrel. So I was also using them to clean my barrels, but for this gun this will not be an option. And it says do not oil the absorber. So do not lubricate the absorber. So absorber needs to be dry and clean all times. So I knew that we are not lubricating the air gun anyway. So this also goes with for this model. Okay. After this warning, here there's a drawing of the screws that you will need to adjust your trigger, I guess. So it comes with some codes, and if we can find the meanings of codes, then we will see what we can adjust on the trigger. Just before that, there's also two more drawings. So these are the things that you need to oil, which is the loading lever and the connection points of the tube. It says you need to lubricate regularly. Also, there's a lever here also. It says SS. This is for dry firing, but we will come to this later. So the first page is in Italian. I go to the second one. And the TS means the trigger stop. So as we read, we will see what we can adjust on the gun or on the trigger. So we can adjust the trigger stop. We can adjust the first stage length. We can adjust the first stage weight. We can adjust the let off weight. So this is second stage. We can adjust the trigger position. So we will check this on the trigger, what we can adjust. We can adjust the sear engagement. This is interesting, as you know. So the sear engages with the hammer, and then as the distance of this engagement is smaller, you will have less travel on the second stage to let the trigger off. So this is a nice thing to be able to be adjusted. And so on the SS drawing, which we'll also see on the gun, so S position is for dry fire, and F position is for live fire. And to activate dry fire and live fire, the gun should be cocked first, it says. Okay, it says don't damage your tube, blah blah. There's also a parts drawing of the gun if you are interested in the parts, or if you need to find a spare part to change. It describes how to fill your tube, but we will do this on the range. We will make this on this video. And what else, which is interesting? No, that's it then. Yeah, here. So some accessories and additional parts that you might need or want to add on your pistol. Also, there's a list on the user manual. Okay. So let's start with the pistol itself. Let me go from grip to the front and try to explain what I see. So the grip is comfortable, I can say. This is an M grip. I am shooting with a Swiss brand. Probably you understand what I mean. So the M of the Swiss brand is bigger than M of this Pardini. So just that you know, so the M of the Swiss brand is slightly bigger, but it's a comfortable grip, I can say. I mean, grips needs to be adjusted anyway. So I don't want to spend too much time, but you can of course adjust the length of your palm rest, and in general the wood looks good, looks high quality. There's nothing bad I can say about the grip. Then the sights. sights are typical Pardini sights. You can adjust low height, so you can adjust the height. You can adjust left or right, and you can adjust the width of the rear sight. So on my Pardini SP, the left, right, and high, low is the same, but on the Pardini SP, on the model that I have, the width of the rear sight was adjusted from a screw here. In this case, for the K12, it is adjusted with a screw which is here actually, and the key comes with it, with the gun that you would need to use to adjust the rear sight width. There's no option to adjust the depth of the rear sight like Austrian model that you would understand what I mean probably. This is only available to adjust the width of the rear sight. Then after the sights, here we have our mechanism. So on the absorber models, it states absorber on it. The loading lever is metal. It's not plastic. It's good. Trigger is very nice. And to cock it, you need to open this fully until you see the click. Then you put your pallet, and you need to close this until you hear the click. So this is a bit harder than the pistols I have shot, like the Swiss brand and the Austrian brand. The action is a bit, the action is not tighter, but the fully cocking and fully closing is a bit tighter compared to that two ones that I have shot before. So as the manual says, let's try it. So this gun is now fully cocked. So this is on the dry fire mode. So we need to take it to the live fire, and now it should be live fire. But the tube is empty. That's why it doesn't shut. Hopefully that's the reason. And I fully cock it again. I put it back to the dry fire, and now it's at the dry fire. So I fully cock it again. I put it back to the live fire. It's live fire. Let me see. So this is live. To be honest, the feel that you have between the dry fire and the live fire are not the same. With the live fire, you feel a stronger click. With the dry fire, you feel a lighter click. Probably this doesn't change the trigger weight at all, but the feel that you have shooting dry fire is different than the one that you feel on live fire, just that you know. So these are the barrel length weights. So you can unscrew the weight easily, and you can place it on some places that was defined early on the barrel cover. So you can change the location of the weights as it fits you. Let's come to the trigger. The trigger can be adjusted. The distance from the grip can be adjusted. The height of the grip can be adjusted. You can rotate the blade left and right, and you can tilt the blade left and right. So you can adjust this blade in 360 degrees and both directions X, Y, as you prefer. So these are the screws that was mentioned on the user manual, so I will not touch them at the moment. Let's go to the front. So this is the tube. The user manual says that it has a manometer, but as you can see, there's no manometer as I'm used to on my Swiss air pistol and the Austrian air pistol that I have shot. The manometer is here at the bottom, and it's not like a circular manometer. It has a line that shows, again, I need my glasses. You have 70 bar, 100 bar, 150, 200, 250 bar marks. Then there's a line here that when the place that this line marks is the bar that you have in your tube. Despite that it shows like 70 now, it seems it's fully empty, as when I dry fire I don't hear any noise. Okay, so this is the tube, and I don't see any holes on the barrel like we can see on the Austrian brand, also the latest model of the Swiss brand, also on the German brand, also two German brands, that we have these holes on the barrel to reduce the rise of the barrel, jump of the barrel. On the Pardini, they didn't see that this would be necessary. And there's like a compensator thing here. This is to push the pallets with a more uniform air. So this probably the excess air would be just goes from to the sides at this point, and then the pallet flies away with a more uniform air pushing it. So this is how they do it. I don't know how the absorber works, but we will see if it really works, that if I will feel less recoil compared to my Swiss brand. There's no electronic trigger option available, maybe at the moment. I don't know if this will come, but the width of the blade is quite comfortable. The Swiss brand has a narrower blade that sometimes it's difficult to correctly place your finger on it. It's also like a straight design, which I like. It's good. I assume that it will provide me a uniform pulling feel for each shot. So this week I will take this to the range. I will shoot a match. After that, I will add my impressions to the back of this video. Okay, so until my next part of the video, see you. Have a nice day. So I have come to the range to test the Pardini K12 to see how it shot, how it fits to my hand, how the balance is, and so on. First, I need to fill up the cylinders with air. So as I said, there are two adapters are coming with the pistol. I assume one is for a pump, and the other one is that I use for the scuba tube that we have on the range. So it's quite easy to remove the cylinder from the pistol, and as you can see, the connection looks robust. In the user manual, it says that it recommends that you lubricate this connection part. The adapter easily goes into the scuba tube, and connecting the cylinder on the scuba tube is quite comfortable. I mean, nothing special about this. The scuba tube that we have on the range didn't have the full 250 bars in it, so it just could fill up to around 100 bars. Here you can see the manometer, the amount of air that we could fill. It came close to 150 actually. The rest I will be filling up with a manual pump. Also, this way I will see how easy it is to fill the cylinder with a manual pump. Again, it's quite easy to connect the adapter on the pump. I will just skip some part of the pumping, I mean, that you don't get bored, but overall it's quite easy to fill the cylinder, and after some pumping, the manometer now shows that the air is close to 200 bars. Now it's time to put the cylinder back on the gun. Again, mounting the cylinder on the gun is quite easy. Nothing to say about this. So I will skip some parts. I will just show you the first shot that I make. I tried first to shoot to see if the gun is functioning. I will be shooting with a cheaper palette and the expensive palette to see the difference. So this is the first shot again that I will be making. Of course, the gun has not been adjusted to my hand. I did no adjustment on the trigger, no adjustment on the weights, nothing at all. As I will be giving this gun back, I didn't want to spend too much time on adjustments for myself. Overall, on the first shots, I felt that the balance was quite on the front. Later on, I changed the location of the weights on the barrel weights, that it fit me better, that the balance came back to the grip a bit. So without any warm up, I'm making my first 10 shots to see the grouping. I'm just skipping this part with more speed that you don't get bored. This first series I'm shooting with a cheaper palette, which is heavier, and the deviation of weight between the pellets can be a bit tricky sometimes. As I said, this is a cheaper palette that I use for training. That's not my match palette. Overall, I can say that you don't feel recoil. I'm not sure if this is related to the absorber system, or I don't feel a big recoil on the Morini also. But this one also doesn't have the recoil. At least I don't feel. The barrel rise is good. It's same with the Morini actually. Actually, the Morini that I have is a 162. It's a mechanical trigger also. Doesn't have any holes on the barrel also. That's why these two guns has similar feelings, I can say. When it comes to shooting, the trigger is good. It's not bad. But as I said, the position of the trigger has not been adjusted for me at all. So this is the first 10 shots that I made without any adjustment, nothing at all. If you can see, yes, it's not great, but okay for the first 10 series. Now I'm shooting with a more expensive palette. Also, my hand get used to the gun a bit more to see how it goes. It's easy to align your side picture. Actually, it's not bad. It's also quite easy to keep it there. It's easy to focus on the front side. You can see that this is a high-end pistol, and if you also look at the price, if you are purchasing your first air pistol with this price range, I think this is the best option that you would have if you're not buying secondhand, if you're buying it new. Um, if you already have an electronic trigger gun, and if you're happy with it, maybe electronic trigger can be a upgrade compared to this one. But as I said, if you want to go with a mechanical trigger gun, if this will be your first gun, if you need to change your gun, maybe you are using a club gun so far and you want to have your own one, I think this is a very good option in terms of having a high quality professional pistol that you see on the podiums time to time, and the price is really attractive for such a gun. At the end, I will show you the second 10 shots, which was quite well actually. It was not bad. So this is my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please ask me on the comments, and see you at another video.